Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. We're going to be taking a look at this giant aloe plant, and you can see that it has a ton of little pups at the base. And so what I did is I went ahead and just laid down this tarp, and while this tarp is on the ground, we're going to go ahead and try to preserve as much of that soil as possible from going into the lawn, into the grass, because I actually want to keep that stuff kind of separate. And also it's just going to help for a cleanup and make things a lot easier. But you can see this thing is massive. I've had this aloe plant as a little one in this pot for a couple months now, if not a full year. And you can see just how kind of root bound this plant is. So to help it out, I'm going to go ahead and actually take care of some of the pups and pull them out as best we can. It is pretty interesting going around this entire plant and getting to see the root structure. It does look like it's pretty root bound, but at least I'm giving you guys a good glimpse of these little pups that are on the side. People have a couple of different methods of removing these pups. I'm going to go ahead and try to remove as much soil as I can so that hopefully when I take these pups off the plant, I can actually get some of the roots that the pups have and kind of just maintain those little roots that they have instead of letting them try to grow new ones, which can kind of dampen its ability to actually regrow over time. So you can see right here, I'm struggling. Trying to get as much of the roots as I can so that they're visible, but what I end up doing is I just pull the ones that are easiest to pull off the plant, and then from there I actually went into a different method where I took the entire plant and I put it over a screen, and I used some running water from a garden hose to actually spray it off the soil so I could see where the roots are. But you can see these two little starter plants I have tiny little roots. This is fine, you don't need a huge clump. And honestly, you could just remove these by pulling them off, but I try to be as delicate as possible to give them the best chance of actually surviving. And here is the next best method. This is where you just take your whole plant, your whole pot, and you just put it over a screen. And underneath the screen, you can put either a bucket or a tray. I went ahead and I just put a large container underneath, and then I sprayed off the soil around the roots. And this helps to expose a lot of the roots so that you can actually see which ones belong to the main plant and which roots belong to these smaller plants. And then I just took some pruners or shears and I went in and tried to remove these as best as possible. It might be a little bit difficult, and you're definitely going to end up losing some plants or possibly losing some roots, but that's okay because our end result is to try to harvest and get as many of these younger plants off the main plant as possible, and hopefully we'll be able to end up with a couple new plants in the future. And here you can see we ended up with about 12 to 14 little aloe plants. And so what I'm going to do is just show you what these look like. And you can see some of them are just direct cuts, and then other ones have roots attached. I believe the ones that actually have the roots still attached are going to survive and do a lot better than obviously the ones that were just straight directly cut from the plant. But you'll never know until you put it in some soil. So that's our next step. We're going to go ahead, put in some soil, and leave some mulch on it. Alright, and here we have all of our new plants. You can see this is really cool. We ended up with quite a lot of them. What you want to do is leave them in some fresh soil and have some mulch. And you want to leave them in a shaded area for at least 2 to 3 weeks so that they can start to build and regenerate some new roots so that they can absorb some of the water and nutrients that are in your soil. If you leave them in the sunlight after you do this process, you might lose a couple. And you can see some of these have been affected by the sun, even when they were attached to the mother plant, because they have yellow, like a very muddy yellow brownish color, and some of them have that nice green color that aloe plants usually have. So like I said, that's it for the video. Make sure you leave these plants in the shade till they recover, and then you'll end up with some new ones.